Alright, so I'm now gonna record this session. I also have it streamed from my POV in the Discord as well. So, yeah, I'm gonna post this in the server after, so that way those that want to see it, they can see it. So just so that way we're kind of. My shaders are wild. I love these shaders. Hold on. Hold on. What is it under? It's under.
Shaders really good.
Yeah, it's complementary reimagined, and I also have vanilla tweaks as well on, so it looks really good. It's actually like solid. Like my enchantment stuff is all red instead of purple, and it's like super cool. Okay, just for the record, prosecution, can you present yourself real quickly? Just stand up. You don't have to come from the bench.
MITG or EVP.
No, I just want to see just okay. So EBP is going to be the prosecution. All right, defense. Can you present yourself real quickly? All right, at least the defendant's lawyer. Okay, and it's going to be Dodo. Okay, just making sure. We have about a minute before. Is it not recording? Braden joined the call. I'm curious if it's just displaying a black screen. Hold on. Let me go to my video settings and put it in. This is why I hate Streamlabs. I hate Streamlabs. No, it's just black. What the? Oh my god. Hold on. Game capture. Oh, that's why, because I have it set to Star Wars: The Old Republic. Didn't have it set to Minecraft. Okay. Alright, so Dodo, defense, EBP, prosecution. Okay, just making sure. And then we have two people in the peanut gallery. And possibly anyone else if they join. Alright. It is currently 4:05. Is this Minecraft still updating? The defendant is in VC. Oh, you're in VC? Okay, awesome. Hello, good sir. Can I sit down? I'll present my case in VC since my PC is different. Yeah, since ever... Yeah, you guys are good to sit down now. You don't have to stand up anymore. I can't hear a lot. Yeah, I was about to say, I can't hear a lot of words in your mic either. So, I would just do it in Minecraft chat. Hold on. Let's see who we got. So we got MTG. Okay, alright. So, there we go. Dodo, do you just want to TP him here so that way we can just get this done streamlined fashion?
Hello.
Bonjour now.
Braden is also unmuted.
Okay, that's fine. Don't have to use VC. Yeah, you don't have to use it. You can type it in game.
Yeah, so
I'm just speaking in VC because it makes it a lot easier for me. I'm also very lazy, so.
Someone TP Braden.
Okay.
Or I can TP Braden.
Doesn't matter to me as long as he gets here.
Should I sell here? I'm here.
Yeah, you should probably sit to the right of your lawyer.
Who's my lawyer?
That would be me.
Okay.
You can click on...
You can right-click. Right-click this.
Oh, I sat in the wrong place. Okay, so, for those that aren't present right now, well, for those that are present right now, I have to say, do not grief anything, because there are perms on for some godforsaken reason, so please do not grief. I don't need the ARCA on my ass. Okay, so, prosecute... Oh, there's it. Yeah, that's all to say, that's kind of insane. Alright, so, court is in session. Prosecution, present your opening statement.
order. It's an order.
You can step forward to the bench if you want and face the crowd. It's up to you. I don't care. You can sit down or not. Oh, also, if you haven't already, stow all weapons, tools, shields. Braden, that's you. Well, actually, I will allow him to keep his shield because he doesn't have any armor on, and so he can keep his shield. But okay. So prosecution, go ahead and present your case for your opening statement.
What I believe is that Braden is influencing Dodo Lilliput, who is a very innocent man and is the monarch of the kingdom of the Lilliput. And what I believe is that Braden is manipulating him using the influence of drugs that have been procured from other countries and from other kingdoms. Is very, very concerning, not just for Oilycraft, but for us. It's horrible. It's horrible. I have never seen anything like this before, and what Braden is doing it. It's just horrible. It's
Are you Bulgar?
especially for the terrifying. The fact that Braden can do something like this, that is essentially the portion of the military puppet. It's horrible for me. It's horrible. It's horrible. I can't believe this, and nobody can believe it because Braden has done it so effectively. And Braden has done it in such a way that no one else can understand it. That is my case as a summary.
Okay. So you've concluded your opening statement.
It's ready to get it.
Okay. Defense. Prepare your opening statement.
That's something statement user.
Oh, are you still gone? Sorry.
Okay. Should I speak?
Yep, you're good to speak.
Totally.
Okay. So ever since Braden has joined my nation, there have been a lot of conspiracy theories going around they've been completely unfounded. That he has been influencing me. I have seen in the opening statement of his zero evidence being presented, and these are just random claims based purely on the fact that Braden is not liked by a lot of people, and
Very true.
Hey,
but, I mean, there's nothing really else more for me to say.
Order. Prosecution, please let the defense do their opening statements.
Thank you.
There's not really much else for me to say because there's nothing really for me to respond to other than saying none of this has any actual evidence behind it. When the trial was first presented and I asked for evidence in Minecraft chat, I asked what Braden was even being accused of. I got no actual response. Just vague conspiracy theories. There has not been a single actual event that has happened that Braden is being prosecuted for.
Okay, prosecution, can you put in the Minecraft chat what charges you're bringing on Braden? Just so that way I have reference to look back at.
Hold on. Give me a minute.
Yeah, you're good, you're good. Dodo, that concludes your opening statement, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, brainwashing. Usage of drugs to brainwash him, forced intoxication. The intention to cause harm. Alright, so assault. To not just the server at large, but to Dodo as well. So are you saying possible, like, are we, like, presenting, like, semi-genocide charges or something? Okay, so the current, just so that way, I can have it for the record. So the current, charges being brought by Braden are the usage of drugs in order to brainwash Dodo and the intention to cause harm to Dodo as well as the server at large. Okay. Alright, so prosecution, please present, your first thing of evidence.
my first piece of evidence is Washington Others. So to the topic, he's a wonderful man. I love him. He's a good man and he's a good friend of mine. I can't believe this. How Braden so intentionally brainwashed him. You can see Daddy really Pepe here. He's traumatized. He's tired. It's unbelievable how to put over, and I don't believe any of this can. Because what Braden has done is it's not part of human nature. There's not human nature, and what Braden has done is very obviously horrible. And right now, you can hear him, you can hear pain in his voice. You can hear the pain in Zoda's voice, and it's just horrible for him. It's just horrifying to just hear him. You can, my first piece where I did go to Pepe, and obviously, almost not in a single thing. He's not upsetting anything. He won't upset that other people can also be right. But this is just horrifying. I thought somebody can have the ability to brainwash someone that large. To an extent that is unbelievable. That is what Braden has done, and that is the fact, and that is true. You cannot deny it. You cannot deny it at all. It's clear to anybody who has been in this server, in this voice that in the Minecraft server in 185.33, the coordinates, you have it right here. Totally Pepe is my first piece of evidence, and I'm presenting him as my forensic piece in order to argue my viewpoint. And we have a dependence that is very loosely poisoned not through justice but by and that is what I argue for. That's my first piece of evidence. Thank you.
May I respond?
Wait.
In one moment, prosecution. While I understand your sympathies towards Braden and I appreciate them, I do need at least some form of evidence towards the brainwashing, whether DMs, the drugs that were used to brainwash. Is there anything physical that you can present to the court that would show the brainwashing at all?
Right, give me a minute. No, I send it as a screenshot or something.
Do you by any chance know where the origins of these drugs are? Do they grow them in house?
Yes, I know, I know that about that. Because then became the force of reaching Fargo, and that is not near to it. It's not near to, and it's very far away. It's very far away. It's next to the continent of the New World. It is the New World, and it is very obvious to anyone these drugs had originated from them, and it is large scale conspiracy, just large scale. It's marketed. It's like a market, these drugs. They're usually marketing them and giving them to the people. They suppose it as if they're commodities and they try to get people by giving them on free charge. And what Braden has done is very obvious. He has brainwashed those to such a point that it's very clear that Dodo is brainwashed. And that's what I'd like to say is that the drugs that originated over the course of Central America, if you can read the book on the Holy Society and its Society and its enemies, I believe these drugs what originated in the course of Arca, the Alliance's Republic of I can learn fucking Spanish, man. I don't know Spanish, but maybe drugs into go for Central America, South America, somewhere over that area and that region and that part of the world and the region is into the big blocks of that area and I'm not sure what exactly what's behind the manufacturing of this sort of drug and it's horrible, it's heinous. The fact that I'm able to present this evidence very clearly and that I'm able to articulate the differences between the drugs and the ingredients used. The ingredients used are horrible, horrible most of the items within the work I had obtained from somebody else. A great man, the Oilycraft Society and its enemies, and that is where the drugs had come from.
Okay, defense, do you have a rebuttal?
Yes, I would like to point out two things. First off, it sounds very much like you are making this up as you go along and trying to fabricate a story. You just keep throwing out details, and it sounds very made up. Second point is, if you claim as it is that it's so, and let me speak.
Prosecution, please allow the defense to speak before rebuttal.
If it is as you claim, very obvious to anyone in Oilycraft that Braden has brainwashed me, why is it that the only person who is serious, the only people who are seriously propagating this are one, the person who declared war on me, which is you, by the way. You, Mitt G, have declared war on me a few weeks ago, and the second person is
I
perpetuating
will
these.
hold you in contempt of court if you continue to interrupt the defense.
And the second person who is primarily perpetuating these brainwashing conspiracy theory is Chilnian, who continuously hates me and constantly says messages against me. So I don't really see how you can claim it is obvious for a whole server when there has been no such claim from or observation from more reasonable people.
So, prosecution, then I have a question for the prosecution. If Chilnham is also one that is also perpetuating these rumors about the brainwashing attempt, why is he not present here in the court today?
What I would like to say about Chilnian is that Chilnian is a good man, and I have pinged him. In fact, you can see in the Minecraft channel of the Oilycraft Discord server that Chilnian was pinged by me. I had pinged him once. I pinged him twice. I pinged Dragon Short twice. You could have heard from me. They did witnesses that I had seen this whole thing on. They know see the whole board right in front of us, and they know very well what's exactly happening. And Chilling definitely knows about this. Chilling knows what very well.
This
Fact that showing
stream.
Hello, Captain. And Pin is over there, and Pin knows very well that there's a conspiracy, and that Braden has been playing, that Toad has been brainwashed. And I know that exactly what Toad been brainwashed. And Finn and Chillian are there, and Chillian is on one because he's not starting to say something like that. No one knows why, but it's Chillian. It's supposed to be the Braden and life that goes in him. And I'm no name from my family. But how this is to get his hands on my family. He could use drugs. He could use drugs that he used to do to all my family, and I'm scared. I'm scared as well, and human might have been put in by Braden. Not just that, Tyrion could be busy, he could be working, stuffing, those. And I have notified him, in fact, the fact that Tyrion doesn't know it's framed, Braden must be behind it. Braden must be behind it.
May I
And
speak?
Braden must have drugged him or brainwashed him. And my other piece of evidence would be for example, in would be my piece of evidence as for why Tyrion hasn't joined. Those are Drakenstrike is here, and Drakenstrike critical believes and knows that Dodo is Brainwolf and Braden. And I believe this fully. Thank you very much.
Okay, the defendant wanted to speak. I would advise that you address your lawyer first before you speak. Are you sure you want to speak?
Dodo, can I speak, please?
Yes, you can speak.
Okay, thank you.
Also, yes.
Okay, thank
the
you.
floor is yours, Braden.
I would like to refute the points that he's listed one by one. So the brainwashing of Dodo, I think that can be. Sorry.
Please let the
Okay.
defendant speak.
Thank you very much. So the brainwashing of Dodo, I think that can be disproven by the fact that as a part of his nation, he's a leader and he's done many things that. Quiet, please. Thank you. Thank you. Dodo's done.
Prosecution, I will hold you in contempt of court, and I will have you server muted if you continue to speak over people.
Dodo's done many things that are opposed by me. Like he's not giving me the autonomy that I've been asking for. Like I wanted my own color. I wanted sort of more control over my land, and that's not been given. So that shows that we have like our own decisions, and it's ultimately down to him. Then, using of drugs. My land is very impoverished land, and I don't think I've got any drugs here. We don't really trade with anyone except for Dodo, so there's no way for us to get them either. Quiet, please. Thank you. The intention to cause harm. I don't see how you can charge someone for the intention of anything, but I've no intention. Just to let you know. And to not just the server at large, but Dodo as well. That just makes no sense, because Dodo's the one that you've declared on, so you should be the threat that Dodo's facing. The server, I barely interact with most of the server. So, right, yeah, that's about it. Thank you.
Here's my question for the defense then. Just as I asked the prosecution, is there any physical evidence or any physical things that you can present to the court that shows that you are not brainwashing or that this is the start of a conspiracy?
Yes, there is physical evidence. The first is that what Braden exactly said. We have our own disagreements. For example, the nation color thing. He already explained the details. So I don't need to go over that again. But actually, I can explain further. Braden always wanted on my daily maps of the server his own color for his town, and I have always gone against that. And this was actually the reason he was very hesitant to join my town. It took a lot of convincing for him. Sorry, to join my nation. It took a lot of convincing for him to even. So I had to convince him for days before he would become part of Guadalupe. So I don't think that shows any brainwashing of him to me.
Prosecution.
Yeah, and yes, we have also just done just been generally kind to one another in a way that doesn't really show brainwashing at all. For instance, Braden here can confirm that I gave him a diamond drill, and Braden in return has also built stuff for the nation at large and has helped us both. It's really not one way. We're helping each other and we're having a nation together, and I can't really see any place where there could have been brainwashing. I'm done speaking.
Here, let me see. Hold on.
Bullshit.
Prosecution, please wait 1 moment before you have a rebuttal. I was just... Hold on. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, I was...
Well, I'm enthusiastic, sorry. Enthusiastic.
Prosecution, hold on 1 second. Okay, so that seems to be a dispute that you and Braden have. I don't understand what the relevancy to the matter at hand is. The dispute is not over nation colors; it's over whether or not Braden is supplying drugs to you.
Yes,
and
sorry.
Possibly might be having aggressive actions. Prosecution, please allow the judge to speak. So I lost my train of thought. Shit. Okay. So,
may I quickly explain how it's relevant?
Just 1 moment. Okay. So yeah, please stop damaging the courtroom. Like I said, I do not want Arca on my ass, please. This is not my land. This is the ARCA's. Let's have some respect for it. So, from what you guys have said is that I understand the dispute, and I'm glad that was presented. However, I also would like to see something regarding the drug trade and this possible aggression that he is presenting across the server.
May I please quickly elaborate?
Yeah,
not elaborate, just explain. The reason I brought that up was because I was trying to refute the point that there has been any brainwashing going on. So if there is any activity against, like anything we don't agree on, that shows evidence against brainwashing. Because if Braden were brainwashing me, I would have just acceded to all of his demands. But it's clear he has things he wants that he's not getting from me as well. We still have a good relationship in our country anyway, but it shows that he's not brainwashed.
Prosecution, is there prosecution, let me finish my statement, please. Is there any at all physical evidence that you can present whatsoever that Braden is actively being brainwashed, besides statements that could be considered hearsay? Any evidence? Like drugs, any notes that you can show. I would even accept anything in Discord. Because as it seems like now...
yes, I have notes. I have a book that Braden is brainwashing Dodo. it totally exists. It's called the Only Society and its enemies. Somebody has it. Someone has copied the book. I'm sure it exists. Can I put a person's point rebuttal to the defendant's statements?
Okay. Go ahead and make your rebuttal.
Rebuttal. Okay. Right. So what the prosecutor for Braden said a bunch of bullshit. Bullshit at not not just bullshit. I know nothing. Nothing in the fact to really quickly is he has lost his mind. It's crazy. It has taken him horrible. And it's horrible to see my friends, my friends without the word that I lose some sort of to Braden as several times when it's a unique term for this. That's what you use your money to someone else. It's how you use your money to somebody else, something else. It's losing your birth. So Braden has essentially lost his role to Braden. What Braden has done is horrible and it's to the point. And furthermore, the fact that they're really it's two-sided. In the two-sided bands. Notice how he's two-sided. That's bullshit. That's exactly what Braden was. There should be one-sided demands. That is what a normal relationship is like. If you go to a woman, you are talking to a woman and a girlfriend, you will have selfish demands. You are not going to be selfless. You're not going to be selfless. It is human nature and all the nature to be selfish. In which I believe that. Do you believe in God? Do you believe in God? George, do you believe in God?
Do I believe in court?
Believe in God, George.
Do I believe in God? I don't think my opinion on
God,
God is really relevant to this case.
Okay, right. Okay. So if you believe in God, you know that what Braden has done is emotionally brainwashed, and it's very obvious. It's like satanic influence. I do allege this. What's Braden is satanic.
I am a man of God and I'm not being influenced satanically.
Defense,
Just
please, please allow the prosecution to speak before.
The topic has lost his will, he lost his mind, and Braden is currently controlling him right now. And the fact that those think that people are Braden, nothing commenting on Braden's speech, his mannerisms, racist or completely fascist, that's already been established. It's been established for hundreds of days, and the Braden is the fascist. And it's very obvious that the has lost his will and he lost his mind and his control. And I presented my evidence, The Orderly Society and Its Enemies. It's an excellent book, and I'm not sure why it's not been presented in court. And if anybody wants, you can just simply take it and it's over there. It's over there. It's depending on which somebody could take the original copy and they could read it and they could understand the effects of Brazen's mind control until the puppets like this. Anybody can understand that right now, and I would like to speak on how Braden is actually brainwashed earlier. You can understand from Dodo's, but Dodo was speaking slowly and Dodo was speaking very shortly, sentences very short, and was breaking sentences. They brainwashed Dodo to such a point that he is losing his own control, and that's why their sentences were short. And Dodo really put it as presented a rebuttal towards 3 points, 2 points. Nobody understands the rebuttal. That's one question. That rebuttal was a whole load of bullshit. I will say it right here and right now. That rebuttal did not matter. That did not convince me. That did not convince anybody in the courtroom right here. Nobody was convinced. I don't believe anybody was convinced and didn't have any evidence. They didn't have evidence. They didn't provide anything that is of value. And the rebuttal that they provided to us, my rebuttal, was a bunch of bullshit. It was a whole load of bullshit. And I would like to speak more. Braden understand. It goes in a way that it goes in a way that they say, and it easily irritates. And because like, we need to stop this man. We need to stop drug trade. We need to bring peace to Oilycraft again. We need to end religion. We need a great hero Oilycraft. We need great people. The people in danger right now. People in danger right now. There's region's influence. It's okay. That's where it was. And it's you can start downloading the painted jokes and they will know about it. They will not know about it. All the people have easily use information that is relevant to this case and it's very obviously supplanted the information with more information. That's more use. That's what that no zero views. And I can provide Facebook evidence. I can provide it. It's in the book, the only society at the end, and it's always out there. So, and everybody knows what it is. It's out there.
Prosecution.
So I'd like
I would like to inform you that we should probably keep this as short as possible to prevent filibustering. So I would like to conclude your statement, please.
May I respond?
Let him conclude his statement.
I'm not
and let's hear
filibustering. I'm
his
not
rebuttal.
filibustering. I ever did that time. I would have time.
All right. Well, defense, I'll allow you a
I
final.
have completed my statement. Thank you very much for both.
Okay. Defense, I'll allow you. What was that? Someone just put on an armor piece. Okay. Defense, I will give you a final rebuttal before we do closing statements for the day.
Okay. I will say again that you were saying it is obvious, and again that this claim is only being perpetuated by people who have a negative opinion of us. So I really would not say it is obvious when most of the Oilycraft population is not perpetuating this claim. Second off, you are in your argument. Let me speak.
Prosecution, this will be the last time that I inform you that you cannot speak during the defense's statement, and you will be server muted next time, please.
Thank you.
I will also add that in your most recent rebuttal, you have primarily you're accusing him of brainwashing me when you, in your argument, are primarily using a propaganda book in your argument, the oil cited and his enemies. If this were a real claim, you would be able to articulate it with your own words, and you would not have to rely on telling us to read a propaganda book.
Okay. Is that all?
Yes.
Alright, prosecution, I will allow you closing statements. You will have a minute for your closing statement.
So, what the fuck did Dodo just say about that? What the fuck did he say about that? Propaganda. Propaganda, that's a very harsh word to say. What I've done is redistribute the information from the knowledgeable people, are knowledgeable of the crimes that have been committed in the shadows and within the shadows and rooms that have been covered in the darkness. Knowledge will come out. It will come out and it will hurt. It will hurt the people who observe it and it will bring them back. The people will be harmed for years. Hundreds of days. If you have been here and you've been harmed by the people, you will stand up and you will know. You will know it's right here. And what Braden was what Tony Luke said, propaganda. That is a harsh word to say. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's a whole no nothing. That is nothing but it. I listen to make it or not. It should be nothing but it should be nothing but average. I believe right here and right now that Braden the criminal, and he is both celebrated more than once or twice and thrice, and he will keep getting away with it. We have to bring him to justice. I have provided my evidence under the Orly Society and its enemies with the 46 page long book. Furthermore, Braden will keep getting away with it. And he's a criminal with more than a drug trade and he's brainwashing people and he's satanic. Thank you very much.
Okay, defense, since he went over by about 40 seconds, I will allow you about a minute and 40 to present your final statements.
Thank you. So when we started this trial, it was based on no evidence. Again, I will reiterate at the beginning when the trial was first presented, and I asked what Braden was being accused of. I got no actual answer, and now we have concluded to the end. And while Mitt has continuously talked in circles and talked about more and more and more different things, I could spend a good several minutes on Chilnian, who isn't relevant to this at all. We have ended with still no actual evidence. The only one bit of anything that could be that you could even make the slightest statement for being evidence is this book, The Always Hiding His Enemies. But I would like to say that anyone can write anything in a book, and I fail to see how it constitutes any evidence. Like, I could write right now, Mitt is, I don't know, killing dolphins, and it wouldn't make Mitt killing dolphins true, no matter how well publicized or well written the book was. And other than that, no actual evidence has still been presented. He is just pulling stuff out of his behind the drugs thing.
Discord, you're typing
Dodo, can you
words into the
please
computer.
server mute the prosecution?
Can we make up?
Server mute the prosecution? Okay.
This is fascism. This is fascism. Fight up against Braden. Fight up against Braden. And
I have muted him.
I apologize, prosecution, but I did warn you several times to please stop speaking while the defense is speaking. Go ahead and continue. I'll give you an extra 30 seconds.
I have basically said all that needs to be said because there's really not much responsive in the face of no actual evidence, and I hope that you, as an initial judge, will be able to see fairly what is going on here. Amidst basically just talking in circles and perpetuating nonsense for great amounts of time while not providing any substantial evidence. That is my final statement, and I hope Braden and I can get out of this and continue living in our nation.
Okay, so I'm gonna stand up for this one because I'm a little baffled. All right, so I am more inclined to take the side of the defense because prosecution, you have presented no physical evidence except for a book which I have yet to see, which I will be subpoenaing after this court session. Of any brainwashing, any drug trade, any credible threats that Braden, under the guise of the nation of Guadalupe, have actually shown as a threat to the server. However, for the defense, I do find it wildly abhorrent that the lawyer, that the one defending the client, is also the one that is being possibly under the influence of brainwashing. So, here is what I'm going to do. Prosecution, you have 5 days to present a lick of evidence, any evidence, something from the drug trade, something from anything, just anything that can provide any physical evidence towards uh, towards your claims. And defense, I am also giving you 5 days to find another lawyer because this shouldn't happen. There is there a permit to
I have a
search?
question.
One moment. I will grant a permit if a third-party nation is willing to do it. Finn, I will not allow the Federation to do that. Your Federation to do that. It would need to be a third-party nation that is uninvolved with the trial. So, I'm giving the defense 5 days to find a new lawyer, who is not going to be a conflict of interest. All right. Dodo, you had a question?
So this lawyer must be a member of the S&P from another nation?
Yes, it needs to be a member of another nation that is uninvolved with this trial. And it has to be uninvolved
Okay.
with this trial, so preferably a third-party nation like, I don't know, Scorn or something. I don't care. As long as they're uninvolved with the trial. As of right now, the nations that are not to be involved are the Floridian Federation, the Federation of Central America, Guadalupe, and Haiti. Nar Factory, I don't know what nation you belong to, but I'm also going to discount you as well. Sorry. That and the Pirate Republic. No member of the Pirate Republic. Sorry, Nar Factory. I mean, actually, I might consider that because Zaza has actually been, pretty uninvolved. So if you guys want to do an investigation, you guys can do it. That's fine. Dodo, what do you want to say? I'm sorry.
That was what I want to say. There's the question. You've answered that.
All right. So I will reiterate. I am giving the prosecution 5 days to communicate with a third-party nation to gain evidence to the accused crimes, and I'm giving the defense 5 days to get a new lawyer and reschedule a trial. If this is not done by, what's today's date? Today is 6/27, 28, 29, 30. If this is not done by July 2nd at 16:30, I will be considering this a mistrial. Is that understood by the
Considering it a what?
a mistrial?
Okay.
So
Yes.
okay, so you can unserver mute the prosecution now. I apologize. I forgot you server muted.
Yeah, I will remove the server mute.
Prosecution, I also encourage you to invest in a new mic as well.
Thank you.
All right, is this understood? Is this understood by? Hold on a
Fascists, they start to fight me and they decided to mute me. They decided to mute me and so they clearly could not win this case. They would not let me speak. I could clearly put them wrong. And you have seen right here, if you can see me, I fought for you with every bit in my body, and I will never let you down. And I will make sure this man is convicted. I will make sure this man never does anything horrible again. I will let you know that I will fight. I will fight.
Okay. Well, I just want to make sure. Is it understood that you have 5 days to get physical evidence with a third-party nation? 5 days.
I have 5 days. I could do it in 3 days. I could do it in one day. I could do it in a few hours. I could do it. It's very obvious. It's very obvious. I can show it. I can show you it right now in a few minutes, in a few seconds. I could present it and I could prove how Braden is wrong or everything is wrong. I could do it. I could do it.
Okay, and
I
defense,
could
I
solve
just
this
want
case,
to
and I will solve this case. People are
prosecution,
suffering,
prosecution,
and
you're good.
people are in a
Defense,
state,
I
and I can
want
fix this. I
to
got through this area.
prosecution. Defense, I want to reiterate that you also have 5 days to find another lawyer. That means, Dodo, you cannot be Braden's lawyer due to the conflict of interest. I would encourage a third-party nation as well to present the evidence.
Yes. We have stated that the Pirate Republic is a third party, right?
The Pirate Republic will not be added due to the fact that Chilneum is also an accusatory factor in this. So due to that, I cannot include the Pirate Republic unless there is an unbiased person from the Pirate Republic.
It's really only Chonan, because he, whatever situation he's in, is just against me. It's got nothing to do with the rest of the Pirate Republic.
Prosecution.
Other
Okay.
people on this, other people.
Okay. In that case, I will allow any. So here is the list of people that you aren't allowed to recruit from. Can't recruit from the Florida Federation due to the fact that I am a judge on this trial. Due to the fact that I am a judge. Anybody but Chilneum for the Pirate Republic can be chosen. It cannot be anybody from the Federal Republic of Central America due to Finn's involvement. And it cannot be anyone from Guadalupe due to your involvement. And it cannot also be anyone from the Duchy of Haiti. Is this understood?
Yes.
Okay. Until that happens, court is adjourned. You can get your
And this guy, I'm fucking project, you fucking project, you fighting it, you fighting it, you like it's really
Is it
fucked up.
court over?
You can you for me and go the you're fucking project. You are literally gonna
How do you
get
speak
ahead
so
of
much
me,
in
bro.
such a short
Alright,
time frame?
please gather your stuff and exit the courtroom.
No, the fucking thing, you don't beat me up, right?
Are your vocal cords not tired? No offense. Oh
Be
god.
nice. Okay.
Sorry. Apologies.
I'm going to log off here in ARCA because I gotta get ready for graduation. So please don't
Okay.
kill me.
Thank you for the trial.
No problem. I'm gonna be posting it in the server. That was a 45-minute trial. I'm actually kind of impressed. Here, hold on a second. I'll probably cancel
We know
this.
the